Hey guys, welcome to another daily pack opening with us here at the Games Repository. Today we're doing Magic the Gathering Conspiracy. Let's dive on in. Nicely done, we got another token. Here we have our little 1/1 construct with Defender. Nice little bit of artwork. Cool little creature, and I like the creature that he goes with. So, first up from the pack proper, Doomed Traveller. This is a 1 mana 1/1 white creature. When Doomed Traveller dies, put a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Nice efficient little creature. For 1 mana you get a 1/1 blocker / attacker. Should your opponents kill it, you then get a 1/1 creature with an evasion ability straight afterwards. Very efficient. Love this little guy. Very good early game. Next up we have Grixis Illusionist. 1 mana 1/1 blue creature, tap target land you control becomes the basic land type of your choice in the turn. Again, good for getting around land walking creatures or for fixing your own land base. Turn one of your lands into the type that you need, tap it for the colour you need. Next up we have Stave Off. 1 mana instant white spell. Target creature gains protection from the colour of your choice until end of turn. Efficient for getting a creature through blockers, or as a way to protect it in combat, or to protect it from removal spells. Pretty useful spell. Nice low mana cost makes it very playable. Next up we have Power of Fire. 2 mana red enchantment, enchant creature. Enchanted creature has tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So it can be a good way to force a little bit of damage through onto your opponent or finish off a creature during your blocking phase with the creature you're blocking with, or with a creature that doesn't do a lot else. Not bad spell. Next up we have Zoes Cutthroat. This is a 2 mana 1/1 red creature with first strike and dethrone. So dethrone is the mechanic that when you attack the creature with the highest amount of life, you put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. So this is a very pumpable creature with first strike. Nice and efficient. We like him. Next up we have Copperhorn Scout. 1 mana 1/1 green creature. Whenever Copperhorn Scout attacks, untap each other creature you control. It's sort of like giving some of your creatures pseudo vigilance. So you could attack in your attack phase with all your creatures. Copperhorn Scout's ability triggers, you untap them all, and then that means that they're untapped so that you can tap them for, say, if they've got a mana effect like Llanowar Elves or something, you can tap them for their mana effect or tap them for their other effect. Say they've got Power of Fire on them, you can tap it for another extra bit of direct damage, or just allows them to be untapped, ready to block in the next phase. And again, since Conspiracy is a nice multi-way set, it can allow you to hit one opponent while untapping all of your creatures to save you from the reprisal from another player. Potentially useful little creature. Next up we have Stronghold Discipline. 4 mana black sorcery spell. Each player loses 1 life for each creature he or she controls. Again, great way to rebalance the game should somebody look like they're getting on top by having too many creatures. Quite a nice spell, and since it affects everybody on the board, nice and in keeping with the set. Next we have Charging Rhino. 5 mana 4/4 green creature. Charging Rhino can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. So, pretty good body for its mana cost. Reasonably sized creature. Good mid game. And can't be blocked by multiple creatures. Not bad. Bread and butter creature perhaps. Next up we have Assassinate. 3 mana black sorcery, destroy target tapped creature. Again, can destroy pretty much anything. Its real drawbacks are that it's instant speed and it can only affect tapped creatures. Stasis Cell is next. This is a 5 mana blue enchantment aura. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap phase. You may pay 4, attach Stasis Cell to target creature. So, its steep mana cost looks quite prohibitive at first, but you can use it to bounce between creatures to keep them tapped. So say they start the turn with one of their creatures tapped, you then pay 4 to move it onto another creature. Should they attack with that creature, it becomes tapped and won't untap. And you can just use it to bounce between creatures, leaving it on the battlefield. Not bad. There are more efficient spells up there. But again, given the multi-way nature of it, you can put it onto a completely other creature from another player. Next up we have Intangible Virtue. 2 mana white enchantment. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. This is a nice spell. It's used in some modern token decks. It's powerful, and there are a lot of spells in this set that make tokens. So giving them +1/+1 and vigilance, never a bad thing. Nice and efficient. Next up, Wind Dancer. This is a 2 mana 1/1 blue creature with flying. Tap, target creature gains flying until end of turn. So, it's got inbuilt evasion itself. Pretty useful. If you pump it, it then becomes a nice flying creature that you can keep hitting your opponent in the face. Or, later on, should you play a big beefy creature that doesn't have an evasion ability, you can use this guy to tap, give that big beefy creature flying, hit your opponent straight in the face. Pretty useful card. I like it. Next we have Runed Servitor. This is a 2 mana 2/2 artifact creature. When Runed Servitor dies, each player draws a card. So for 2 mana, you get a nice 2/2 body. When it dies, everybody gets to draw a card, including you and your opponents. So fits in nicely with the theme, makes everybody draw a card in the nice multi-way game. Could be somewhat annoying because you're making your opponents draw cards, but again, fits in with the fun theme. Next up we have our rare. Realm Seekers. This is a 6 mana green creature, 0/0. Realm Seekers enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the total number of cards in all players' hands. Once again, like the red card in the cycle, the goblins, this gets bigger late game should all of your opponents still be in and have lots of cards in their hands. Plays well with the Runed Servitor we saw before, making people draw cards, having a large hand. Makes a nice big creature. Pay 3, remove a +1/+1 counter from Realm Seekers, search your library for a land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. So, once again, it allows you to thin your deck of lands you've got to put them into play, meaning you'll just be drawing threats. The only real drawback is, again, its prohibitive mana cost at 6 means late game, maybe you've already drawn a lot of your lands. Still, helps you to thin the deck of the few remaining lands you've got to make sure you just draw other threats. Not bad. Last but not least, we have our lovely conspiracy cards. Here we have Immediate Action. This conspiracy card has hidden agenda on it, which means that you play it face down and only reveal it later on in the game. However, when you draft it, you pick, well, before the game starts, you pick an effect, because creatures you control with a chosen name have haste. So before you play the game, you think of which creatures in your deck you want to have haste, choose them, write it down on a bit of paper, keep it to yourself, play this card face down. When you wish to, turn it face up, show people which card you've named, then play that card, and it has haste. Pretty cool. Once again, nice and in keeping with the theme of the set. Thanks guys, and until next time.